Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
So, what's next? Your path doesn't have to look like theirs. You can do this, or this, or this. Check out in-demand jobs in Idaho and get up to $8,000 to find your thing.
Help dreams come true with the Ideal 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits and ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, apprenticeships, K-12 education, and student loan repayment nationwide. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes, and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org to learn more.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying Valleywide. And yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles.
Stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange,
And not all our steaks are ribeyes.
but wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road.
Belts strapped and dreams packed.
No distractions,
No phones.
focused.
From here
To there.
it's who we are.
And welcome to IdahoSports.com game stream introduction of another Friday night of high school football here on IdahoSports.com. North Idaho Game Night brought to you by Project Filter, Valleywide Cooperative, Next Steps Idaho, Ideal, Idaho's College Savings Program, the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. I want to welcome you this evening. Ryan Skaggs here, joined in the booth tonight with James Bailey. Tonight we're going to be bringing you the game. Post Falls taking on Lakeland on homecoming at Post Falls High School. What looks to be a insanely exciting game. Last year where there was fireworks galore, there will be literal fireworks at the conclusion of this game as well. Last year Lakeland got the victory, but these two teams come in. I mean, Post Falls, you know, there's been some questions at quarterback coming into the year, a little bit of a change now. Now we have Philip Schmidt at quarterback for Post Falls, running the show for the offense of Blaine Bennett's Post Falls Trojans team. Lakeland comes in, new quarterback this year. Peyton Hillman's done a phenomenal job. He actually started in this game 2 years ago as a sophomore. And so, you know, he's coming in his senior career, and he's been lights out. Lakeland's been looking dynamite on offense. They're only giving him 9 points a game on defense. Post Falls comes into this game. They open the year with a big win on the road at Lewiston. They dropped the game the following week, a close one. I mean, it was last seconds to Sandpoint, up at Sandpoint. And then last week, the Cardiac Kids come back again. Post Falls gets the touchdown late. They get the victory and come away with a victory over Eastmont out of Wenatchee, Washington. And so we come into this game. Lakeland ranked number 4 in 5A. Post Falls is unranked, but 2-1 on the season. Lakeland is 4-0. And what looks to be a really exciting ball game between two kind of contrasting offenses, but very effective in their own right.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be an exciting game. I'm super happy to see it unfold. I think it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, and so you look at what, you know, who brings what to the table. Post Falls is led by Brandon Felix, their running back. He's kind of a slider build, 5'8", 145 pounds, but man, good luck catching him in the open field. He is a beast in the open field. He is a burner. And then Lakeland, you know, got some balance. I mean, Tamagni at running back, and then they've got, you know, a number of wide receivers. Jace Taylor out there at wide receiver. And then you also have Jaron Yeager, another 6'4", big body. Some great receivers. And then Cash Lund. I mean, Cash Lund, we did this game last year. We called his name all night long on both sides of the ball. Cash is just a tough, gritty kid. He's not real big, but I mean, he packs a punch. As you see Post Falls taking the field. Little fireworks, pyrotechnics as they come out of their locker room. And it's going to set up to be a dynamite night here at Post Falls High School. beautiful weather. I mean, we're talking, it's still in the 80s right now as they're trying to not light the track on fire. They put a new surface down not that long ago, and they're already burning a hole in it right now. I don't know if they thought that one through, but. So Post Falls comes in 6A team, a little bit bigger than Lakeland. Lakeland, I mean, I'm not going to call them an underdog by any means because they've won this game a couple times the last few years. So a little bit of bitter blood between the two teams. I mean, only 6 miles separate the two schools. Lakeland out of Rathdrum, Idaho. Post Falls here in Post Falls, Idaho. You know, just a stone's throw up Highway 41. These they're all
Help dreams come true with the Ideal 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits and ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, apprenticeships, K-12 education, and student loan repayment nationwide. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes, and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org to learn more.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
Apologize for the technical difficulties. We're back here. Second down and 8 yards to go. Tamagi out to the left side. Picks up a 3. Third down and 5. So 3rd and 5. Hillman under center, turnaround, handoff. Tamagi up straight up the middle. Line to gain was the 30, and they're going to mark him right there at the 30-yard line. And they're going to give him the first down. So 1st and 10, Lakeland driving here.
They seem to have found their running game, getting good hard pushes at the front. Staying ahead of the sticks. Another big set.
Hillman looking, overshoots his intended target. He's looking for Cash Lund out on the left flat.
Down the
Apologize again for the technical difficulties. We were having some network issues. Possibly some memory issues on the computer. As huge run from Felix over the right side, runs out of bounds, pickup of 6. Lakeland gets the touchdown from Griffin to Mangi from 4 yards out, so Lakeland has the 7-0 lead. First down, Lakeland on the dive from Hillman. So after the tush push with Hillman, first down to 10, Lakeland driving here in Post Falls territory. 6 minutes left before halftime and a timeout on the field. Lakeland's going to take the timeout. We're having some memory issues on the computer. It's causing some serious issues on the stream, so we do apologize if you're still tuning in. Post Falls turned it over. Schmidt coughed it up on their last drive. Lakeland's got it driving with the 7-0 lead after the touchdown from Tamagni. Tamangi, sorry.
It's frozen again. KBS.
And a little push towards the sideline, or to the end zone. And 4th down. So Lakeland struck gold on the previous 4th down attempt. Where they hit Jace Taylor for a 15-yard pitch and catch and a timeout of the field from Coach Bennett. So Tamangi makes the 3-yard touchdown run on the Lakeland possession as they lead 14-7. With under a minute to play here in the first half. Post Falls with the football. Schmidt the shotgun. Felix in the backfield with him. Schmidt's gonna roll to his right, drifting, gonna tuck it and run. He's got some wheels. 10 yards and then some, slides across the 40, down to the 41-yard line. Pick up a 15 on the scamper. Post Falls right back to work. Schmidt's gonna throw, it's tipped at the line of scrimmage and almost intercepted. That was Noah Bodak that was out there. So we got some laundry out there on the field. An illegal contact on Lakeland, which will be free first down for Post Falls. They drive across midfield now. Ball to 45. 37 seconds left before the half. Empty set here. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Schmidt in the shotgun. He's going to throw to his left, has his man Felix out of bounds after a pickup of 8. Bring up second down. And another flag down in the backfield. Legal man downfield. On Post Falls. Or do they get on sportsmanlike? It was unsportsmanlike conduct on Post Falls. So second down and 20. 30 seconds before the half. Schmidt looking, scampers. He's gonna tuck it and run across the 40 down the sideline, knocked out of bounds. First down on the play as he's knocked out at the 31. That's good for a pickup of 23 in the first down. So timeout on the field, Lakeland, with 26 seconds left before the half. So Lakeland has the 14-0 lead here in the first half. Tamangi with 2 touchdowns on the ground in the game for Lakeland. Been in the passing game have the Hawks to keep Post Falls from packing the box too much. A couple big receptions from Jace Taylor. Another big reception from Siler Bauer as well. So 2 receivers left, 2 to the right, wide to the wide side of the field. Schmidt's gonna backpedal, And he's going to get sacked to the backfield. Good pressure right up the middle from the Lakeland defense. And that was Steinborn right up the middle. So 2nd and long. Clock continues to run. And we got a whistle. As he clocked it with 6 seconds left. Check that, that was 8 seconds. Trying to look through a light pole. So
got maybe 2 plays left here, right?
maybe, I mean, you could take a quick shot down the sideline, see if you can cut it in half, bring Singleton out and take a crack at a field goal. It'd be a long attempt. He's got the leg. He missed his first one from 47 as throw is incomplete from Schmidt. It'll bring up 4th down with only 2 seconds came off the clock there.
6 seconds left. Probably going to be the last play. Or very close to.
So trips to the right. Felix is out there. Kern out there. Schmidt rolling for his life, and he's going to be dropped by Cashlund as the ball comes out right at the end of the first half. It was corralled by the Post Falls offensive lineman, O'Connor, but that'll be the end of the first half of play. It's been all Hawks in the first half, 14-0. As we've been battling a little bit of technical difficulties, so we appreciate you hanging out with us.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
As Idahoans, we're not afraid to take risks.
All the way, all the way. Go. All the way down, all the way down.
Driving under the influence is not a risk we're willing to take. Be around to do more of what you love.
So, what's next? Your path doesn't have to look like theirs. You can do this, or this, or this. Check out in-demand jobs in Idaho and get up to $8,000 to find your thing.
Help Dream Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits and ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, apprenticeships, K-12 education, and student loan repayment nationwide. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes, and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org to learn more.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles.
Stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
We're Valleywide Cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valleywide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Once again, we have contributed to your Ideal College Savings Program. Love, Grandma and Grandpa.
Ideal. Eventually, they'll appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you. I love it.
College costs
So, what's next? Your path doesn't have to look like theirs. You can do this, or this, or this. Check out in-demand jobs in Idaho and get up to $8,000 to find your thing.
Oof, underthrown.
Yeah, an underthrown pass was intended for Cash Lund out there on the left side. It'll be kind of 3rd down and 11 here for the Hawks. Huge pitch and catch. That's Braxton Lukey down the sideline. Lukey into the end zone for the touchdown. 47 yards for the pitch and catch from the Hawks. That was Hillman to Lukey.
Nice throw on the rollout on the run by Peyton Hillman there. Looked like he overthrew who I thought his intended receiver was. And Braxton Lukey running the deep post route, wide open.
First reception of the ball game. And the kick is up. And it is good. Lakeland goes up 21-0 on the huge 47-yard touchdown. Sorry, 57-yard touchdown from Hillman to Lukey. It was 57 yards. So all Hawks here now as we're in the second half of play. With 9:20 counting.
It looked like Post Falls might be able to get off the field.
Yeah, they had Lakeland just kind of bottlenecked there, and third down and a mile.
Lakeland once again showing they can pass the ball when they have to.
And that's been kind of the calling card of the Hawks this year. You know, a lot of balance between these two teams, and they take their shots. You know, Jaron Yeager we know about Jace Taylor, we know about Cash Lund, and then Broxton Lukey ends up finding pay dirt from 57 yards out. So Sterling's going to put toe to leather here. Kind of a short squib kick into the hole. Trying to keep it in bounds. It's going to roll out outside the 20. So a little procedure penalty there. So Schmidt in the shotgun. He's going to roll to his right. Quick pass out in the flat out there. Has his receiver. That was Matthews. Pickup of 7 on first down.
They need to get rolling with a little bit more of that, get their quarterback in rhythm.
Passing game struggles. As run early here from Felix.
Ball's
out. Ball is out. Lakeland was all over it. That was a big stick right there up the middle. That was Peyton Sardina and Nate Bavacqua that put the shot on Felix, and the ball came out. And it will be first down, Post Falls. Trojans fell on the football. Boy, man, that looked like
that looked bad.
Looked bad for the Post Falls Trojans there.
They have put the ball on the ground a lot tonight. Planned keeper.
Well, Schmidt rolling the left, and he is met behind the line of scrimmage and absolutely driven into the dirt. A loss of 2 on the play.
I believe that was Braxton Lukey again, making plays on both sides of the ball.
Schmidt toss out to the near side. Tomlinson with it. He runs into traffic. He picks up a couple, but a big hit right along the sideline. Nate Bavacqua laid the lumber. So third down and long. Seems like Post Falls has been here quite a bit this evening. Schmidt going to throw and overthrows his intended receiver, Matthews. He was still short of the line to gain. Going to bring up fourth down.
Got a late penalty on the field. It's probably going to be an
There's been some chippiness out there. See who this is on. I know that a couple of Lakeland players were talking to one another, talking to the Post Falls guys, jawing back and forth. Another unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Post Falls. Low snap, bobbled, almost blocked. As the ball hits at the 35, bounces out inside the 35, out about the 32. of Lakeland. We're going to start with the football. High school football here on IdahoSports.com, brought to you by Project Filter, Valley-wide Cooperative, Next Steps Idaho, Ideal Idaho's College Savings Program, and the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. So Post Falls once again on defense. Seems like they've been out there all night. Lakeland controlled, I think it was all but about 4 minutes of the first half. Lakeland had the football.
Control of the possession has definitely been the game plan for Lakeland tonight.
I was trying to look to see when the last time Lakeland won a game here at Post Falls. It's been a while. And there's a huge run over the left side, and off to the races is Tamangi. He's going to cut back and weave his way up the field, still on his feet, through contact, then down at the 15-yard line. Huge run. He went from left to right, back to the left on that carry.
Takes it all the way down to the Trojan 15-yard.
This Lakeland rushing game seems to be wearing on this Post Falls defense. That's the first play I think we've had.
Gain of 55 on the play. Puts him over the century mark. He's going to get another one. Goes right up the right side, picks up 4.
Gain of about 3 on the play, 2nd and 7.
So 1:17 in the ball game rushing for Tamangi. So he's trying to lay claim to our IdahoSports.com player of the game. He's got 2 touchdowns in the game as well.
Putting together a good case for it.
Tight doubles to each side. Little inside toss, Cash Lund around the left side. He's got blocks on the edge, and he's close to the first down. He'll pick up 7 on the carry. He was money on that one for the first down. So first down and goal from the 5. Lakeland taking their time to get set up. Coming up to the line, single receiver to the top. Taylor down at the bottom. And they're going to hand off Tamangi into the end zone. 3rd touchdown of the night for the Hawks as they pour it on. Big run from Tamangi there from 5 yards out.
He walked in on that one. Great blocking up front by the Lake City O-line.
Set up by his 55-yard run. We got him inside the 20. He closes the deal. And the kick from Sterling is up and good. So Lakeland all over Post Falls, 28-0. Still here in the 3rd quarter of play.
Cornerstone Insurance Northwest is a local North Idaho-owned independent insurance agency built on relationships. We have over 125 carrier options to meet any insurance need you or your business may have. Home, auto, life, or commercial. Licensed in Idaho, Washington, Montana, Oregon, Oklahoma, Arizona, Alabama, and Texas. We have you covered. Call Ryan at 208-413-4536 or visit us at www.cornerstoneinsurancenw.com for more information and a free, no-obligation quote.
So Lakeland ready to kick it off. So we got to be careful not to get an FCC violation with what the kids were just chanting down below us.
It's that student section.
It's turning ugly. 28-0 Lakeland here on Post Falls' homecoming night.
What's the flag on the kickoff we have here? Probably offsides on the...
Yeah, that left side took off a little early. Didn't know I was in here with Nostradamus.
I'll try my best, no?
You know, Post Falls has been having their struggles, but they're not the only ones. I mean, we've been on it tonight, too.
All right.
Boot from Sterling, going to be fielded by Felix at the 10. He's going to bring it up the middle of the field. Across the 20, down to the 30. Runs into a guy still on his feet. Runs through more contact, jumps up the middle. Across the 45, down to the 46. Great field position for Post Falls here. Sign of life from Brandon Felix.
Looks like he's decided that he's had enough.
Smallest guy in the field, who got the broadest shoulders.
Post Falls' offense has shown bright spots. I'm hoping they can put something together and make an exciting drive happen.
So Schmidt's going to hand it off to Felix. Runs over the left side, and he's met, but not after a gain of 4 on first down. Nice tackle there by Sardina. Tough sledding tonight for Felix, who's averaging over 100 yards a game. Nice long pass down the sideline. He's got a receiver, a little bit of contact, and a flag on the play coming from the back judge. Carver was extended with his defender on him. We'll see who they call it on, but looked like there was contact from both sides. That could go offensive. I mean, that was a full extension. Nope. I think he had him locked up inside then. So that
much needed break for the Post Falls offense.
One of the biggest offensive plays here in the second half for Post Falls came on the PI. So first down at 10, ball at the 35-yard line. Toss out to the right side. Felix looking for the corner. Speedster hits the edge, and he is knocked down. I mean, he ran into the broadside of a truck. No gain on the play.
That Lakeland defensive pursuit has looked fast all night.
Sideline to sideline, the Lakeland Hawks have been playing defense. You know, they're proving their mettle as far as being one of the stingiest defenses in 5A. Up the middle, Tomlinson this time dragging a defender. He's going to pick up a couple. Going to bring up fourth down, I believe. No, it's going to be third down, sorry. .5A score. Hillcrest beats Skyline 25-19. Ball's tipped to the line of scrimmage and live. That'll go down as an incomplete pass. So we got a new quarterback in there, and that's Caden Reese. And Schmidt has the game on this drive. Not exactly sure what happened. That'd be a big loss if Post Falls lost him, but giving the youngster some snaps. Reese dropping back, pressure in his face, lets it fly. A little high, intended for Carver, and incomplete. Be turnover on downs, Lakeland football.
That's the story of the night. Drive it into Lakeland territory and not be able to finish the drive.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I see Schmidt sitting on the cart with an ice pack on his left shoulder. That's not good for the quarterback for Post Falls. So Lakeland football, first down at 10, ball at the 35-yard line, sorry, the 34-yard line of Lakeland. 28-0 lead here with 3:42 and counting here in the third quarter. Handoff for the left side to Mongi. Hits the corner. He's still pushing the pile. And getting a good push there. Pick up a 6 on first down. So that is Schmidt heading to the locker room for Post Falls. Unfortunate. Handoff straight ahead. And a gain of maybe 1 for Tamangi with forward progress. So 3rd and 3 for the Hawks coming up here. As we wait for Lakeland a second. It's a difference of tempos, right? You get Post Falls is just rapid fire.
It absolutely is.
Lakeland takes their sweet time. They let that play clock run down. That's how they run their offense. Big push. Tamangi picks up 5 of the first down, adding to his total on the evening.
Lakeland's offenses seem to be about 40 seconds and 6 yards at a time, up and down the field all night.
So last year, Lakeland had a huge game out of Lovey Weil, who's now playing football down at Arizona Christian. And welcome to the show, Griffin Tamangi. He's having himself a whale of a game here. First down at 10. Hillman in the shotgun. Will fake the inside sweep to Taylor. He's going to roll his Hillman. He's going to have to tuck it and run for his life, and he's going to get close to the line of scrimmage.
Good coverage by the Post Falls defense on that one. Not much doing.
So 1 minute, 20 seconds left here in the third quarter still. We bragged a little bit before halftime, like, oh man, we made it to half before 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And now it's almost 9 o'clock and we're not even through the third quarter.
Some good old-fashioned ground and pound old school football by Lakeland this evening.
Long drives, long sustained drives, and it's in extending the ball game, that's for sure. It's 8:49 here local time. Pass over to left, skipped incomplete, bringing up third down at 10. He's looking for kind of a little tunnel screen look to the left side. Cash Lund was the intended receiver.
Let's see if Post Falls can get off the field on defense here. The game is getting short for them to have an opportunity to get back in it.
It's getting late early.
It's getting late early.
3 receivers to the left. Hillman drops back. He's going to roll to his left. He's going to tuck out of the pocket, and there's a flag up the field. So we'll see what that call, but could be either holding in the secondary. That's back there in the secondary is where the flag was dropped. Hillman was looking for his receiver and kind of had to just pull it down and head for the hills. Meeting of the minds there at the 45-yard line.
Call it the great conference.
And that is holding on Post Falls in the secondary. That's going to be a first down for Lakeland.
Gives the Hawks another first down.
Bailing the Hawks out as they continue to drive into Post Falls territory.
Lakeland definitely hasn't needed any help tonight. And Post Falls has been charitable.
First down run straight ahead, Tamangi. Up about 6 on first down.
Gain about 6 on the play. Run up to the 30-yard line.
Gives him a $140 in the ball game.
That Lakeland front five has been opening up nice running lanes.
20 carries, 140 yards, and that's the end of the third quarter of play. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be back here with the fourth quarter and more here on IdahoSports.com.
Help dreams come true with the Ideal 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits and ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, apprenticeships, K-12 education, and student loan repayment nationwide. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes, and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org to learn more.
All right, we're back for the fourth quarter of plays. We're switching ends of the field. Lakeland going to be going from right to left. 12 minutes on the clock. That's Hillman and company with a 28-0 lead over the rival Post Falls. It's been a long time since we've seen Lakeland put a beat down on Post Falls like this. Finds Jace Taylor over the left side. He's up the middle of the field through one defender inside the 15 down to the 11-yard line. Look at the 12. Jace Taylor on the play. Pass from Hillman.
Little spot and sit route from the slot position. I believe that's the second time they've run that and gotten solid yardage out of it on a late down.
Pickup of, I think that was 23 on the play. And right up the middle, right into the teeth of the defense is a helmet comes flying out of a pile. And flag on the play. That was Sardina on the carry as his helmet went sailing towards the Lakeland bench. And another penalty on the Trojans. Holding on the defense. I mean, there's been laundry on the field most of the game, and the recipient of most of the ire of the officials been Post Falls tonight. So ball moves half the distance to the goal down to the 5. Be an automatic first down. 1st and 5. Tamangi back in the backfield with Hillman. Hand off to Tamangi, dances in the hole, following the blocker, bounces the outside into the end zone. Touchdown, Lakeland Hawks. 5 yards out, Tamangi finds the end zone once again.
Is that touchdown number 4?
That is 4 on the night.
Just making sure we don't give the white hat player the game.
as the kick from Sterling's up and through. So 35-0, all Lakeland Hawks pouring it on here in the fourth quarter. Lakeland is up. $35-0. Post Falls just all Hawks here in the fourth quarter of play. Lakeland's only 5 points away from running clock. Mercy rule.
Mercy rule at 40-0 in the fourth quarter.
So 35-0. Some optimistic Post Falls fans down
student section has not lost their faith. I like to hear it.
35-0 run here in the fourth quarter from the Trojans, maybe. We'll see.
You know, it's really gone south when the student section stops.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see how it pays off for him. Sterling kick over the left side this time. This will be Matthews with it. Bring it across the 25 to the 30, spinning, still on his feet, down to the 35-yard line.
Matthews on his own 5-yard line returns the ball about 30 yards to his own 35. Trojans first down, 35.
First down at the 35-yard line.
Trojan fans, don't forget next week we've got a special one for you. We're over in Eastern Washington, playing on the red turf.
Yeah, Post Falls plays at EWU next week. Former Post Falls Trojan playing for the Eags, Asher Bowie. So Reese at quarterback. Caden Reese going to hand off to Felix. Through one defender, still on his feet, right up the middle. Big run here. 17-yard gain on first down.
Great contact balance from Felix.
Felix the cat.
Felix the cat, that's appropriate.
Does he look like a cat to you? Jumping from tree to tree all nimbly bimbly?
Let's see if he has 9 lives tonight.
Super Troopers reference. Snap wrangled from Reese. Handoff again. Felix straight ahead, right into the teeth of that Lakeland defense. Nothing doing.
And another flag on the field.
There is a late flag thrown in the back.
No shortage of those tonight in the ball game.
Penalty on Lakeland this time.
And flags against Lakeland.
Some Gen Z slang chants. Feel so old right now.
I want to be included, you know?
Yeah, 6'7", right?
Keep up with the slang. You're not clocking with me.
No cap.
Standing on business.
Long pass from Reese out to the right side. Carver in and out of the hands. He had it in his gut, but it was knocked out the last second by Siler Bauer. Good defense out there from the Lakeland Hawk corner.
Good coverage.
Brings up second down and long. 3 receivers out to the right. They're going to.
Back to that stingy defense you've been mentioning. I don't think we've seen a Post Falls receiver without a white jersey within a foot of him all night.
Lakeland can play like this through the league schedule. They're going to give Sandpoint, all they can handle. Sandpoint got a big win over Pocatello last night. Lakeland comes out of this game. They're kind of, Sandpoint's taking on Coeur d'Alene next week. That's another big game. And, Sandpoint sneaks a victory out of Coeur d'Alene. They can come into the meeting here in a few weeks with each other, and they're both undefeated for the league championship. I mean, that is huge. But both these teams, Lakeland and Sandpoint, they're sitting pretty as far as the playoff run goes.
That's the kind of game you wish for.
Right? Felix over the left side, right up the middle. And pick up of 6 as he's still on his feet. Getting a little chippy out there. Another flag comes sailing in at the end. It's one of those situations where you're, as a coach or an official, you might just pull your team aside. I know you're up big, but a little bit of a scrap there.
Try to slow things down, keep things civil.
So, waving the flag off. Bring up 4th down and 5 in Lakeland territory. Reese going to throw it out to the right. Has Matthews out of bounds. Going to be short of the line again, though. We'll see. Maybe right at the sticks. They're going to give him the first down. That's a pretty generous spot there, but was right there close, and that was enough for the first down. So Reese with his first completion of the game. Handoff. Tomlinson up the middle. Tough sled, and he's going to pick up a couple and be tackled at the 20-yard line. He's been averaging about 50 yards a game, if I'm not mistaken, and they're holding him right now. He's under 20.
Not much going for the run game for Post Falls tonight, so it's a testament to Lakeview's front 7.
Yeah, Lakeland's front 7 has been lights out. Reese going to throw it to the end zone, looking for Carver in traffic and incomplete. Good defense on the outside. That was, I believe, Siler Bauer in coverage. A little help from his friend, Noah Bodak. So 3rd down and 9. Maybe a long 8. And stuffed at the line of scrimmage for a loss of 2 on the play. That went to Felix, and he was just met with a sledgehammer. Big 66 Jackson Patterson right up the middle, 6'3", 263-pound defensive tackle. There's a boat anchor right in the middle of the field there. And a timeout from Coach Bennett. Thank our sponsor, Cornerstone Insurance Northwest, the local North Idaho-owned independent insurance agency built on relationships. Over 125 carrier options to meet any insurance need that you or your business may have. Home, auto, life, or commercial. They're licensed in Idaho, Washington, Montana, Oregon, Oklahoma, Arizona, Alabama, and Texas. They have you covered. Give Ryan a call, 208-413-4536, or visit them online, www.cornerstoneinsurancenw.com. For more information, a free no-obligation quote. Coming up at the conclusion of this game, we will have your IdahoSports.com player of the game, brought to you by the Idaho Transportation Department. I think it's kind of a no-doubter at this point.
Agreed. This is a play as much for next week as it is for this week. You got to try to walk away with something.
Trips
something
wide.
to feel good about.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Trips wide to the left, empty set. Reese is going to scramble, run for his life. He's going to try to tuck it, weaving his way around. A little stiff arm on the outside edge. Pulls his way inside the 10 and out of bounds. So down inside the 10, it's going to be first down at goal. Nice scramble from Reese. Pick up of 15 yards. So ball at the 7-yard line, first down at goal. First time the Trojans have been inside the 15-yard line.
The 15?
Yeah.
They've been inside the 25, I think, 6 times now. And finally, first and goal.
See if it can end up with a touchdown. They had one field goal attempt early in the first quarter, was wide right from 45 yards. And flags delay a game. So they're one trip inside the 10, and they're back outside the 10. So a reminder once again, player of the game after the game coming up, brought to you by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety, reminding you to always keep your head in the game, whether you're on the field or in the road. Be in the moment and free from distractions. So here we go, first down and goal, outside the 10 now. Single receiver to the top, 3 to the right, to the tight end. And over the middle, looking for his intended receiver that was looking for Kern. Good coverage out there by Cash Lund. He was taking interest on that one. I'm going to throw those dad jokes out there. Come on.
You got to, you know.
It's a 35-0 game.
You just have to. What would the world be without dad jokes?
And direct snap. And Cash Lund is there once again. Tackle for loss this time. Loss of 2 on the play.
Defensive play call had that one called out. Nothing going on that QB sneak.
He impounded funds.
Getting financial.
He's a fiduciary.
Fiduciary trust. Make your deposit with Lakeland School Program today.
Yeah. There's another Cash on the field for Post Falls too. Cash Preston.
It's a great name, you know.
It's money.
There you go. Nice work.
And another timeout from Coach Bennett.
We got to have some fun, you know.
Speaking of money, we got to make some money too. We got opportunities for sponsors out there.
Do you have what it takes to be a power booster for your school on IdahoSports.com? Show your devotion to your school and advertise your business at the same time by becoming a power booster. You get a large, clickable display banner on every team page for your school and a clickable link with your business name on every broadcast we do for your school during the regular season and state tournaments. Power boosters are a great way for you and our business to be seen by tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of current and potential clients and customers. And the best part, it's 100% tax deductible. Becoming a power booster is fast and easy. Just email sales@IdahoSports.com, and within 24 hours, your business can be proudly seen on your favorite school's teams' schedules, rosters, and conference standings. Multi-school discounts are available. Again, email sales@IdahoSports.com to find out more about how you can become a power booster on IdahoSports.com.
So trips to the right side, 2 receivers to the top of the screen. And we got some movement. May have had a Lakeland player come across the neutral zone. Sorry, when you're 6'2", 205 pounds, you're kind of hard to miss coming across.
Yeah, your head just kind of goes over the ball sometimes, you know. You really got to be careful with where your feet are because you're 4 yards long.
Steinborn's having himself a whale of a game, makes the mistake there, but has more than made up for it with his defensive play tonight. 35-0 here with 7:20 and counting before the fireworks at the end of the game.
I think we can hand him a pass.
Reese surveying, scrambling, running for his life, trying to get the corner inside the 5, and knocked out of bounds right at the 4. Pressure applied by Cashelon once again in the pocket, and then Jace Taylor knocks him out of bounds. So 4th and goal, as I try not to yawn. Sorry, that's not radio right there. That's not good television.
He doesn't mean it, folks, I promise.
So 3 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Single back in the backfield is Felix. He's going to get the handoff. He's going to run for the goal line, and he is in. Post falls is off to Schneid. Brandon Felix puts it through. Trojan touchdown from 4 yards out. As a Boise State alum, this song bothers me immensely. Kick is up and good. 35-7. Post Falls finally finds their way into the end zone. 7 and change left in the ball game.
Well, there you go. Turns out the 15-yard line was the best defender in the game. They can get by that.
So Post Falls going to kick off after the 4-yard touchdown run for Brandon Felix. 14 carries in the ball game, 58 yards and a touchdown. Been a tough night, but he earned that one. No doubt about it.
Think we see an onside kick here?
It's possible. I mean, Singleton's got a good foot. I know he can kick long. Whether or not he kicks short, we'll see here in a second. Lakeland's kind of adjusting a little bit, bringing up the middle guy. Thank goodness high school hasn't gone to the NFL kickoff. Singleton's going to skip it in, and Lakeland defender falls right on top of it. That was Cole Cooper securing the. So Kendrick is ahead of Clearwater Valley right now by a score of, do you want to guess? Kendrick's really, really good.
42 to 10. 63. So, oh my goodness.
You need to add a digit at the end.
I need to add a third digit to that. Over 100 points.
102 to 0.
Oh my goodness. Kendrick. Some mercy and grace.
No, I know the coach. Like, that's just, their team is really good. And it's like you put in your second stringers.
And it still happens.
Yeah, so run for no gain on first down.
You do your best.
102 to nothing.
You try your hardest, but you can't run backwards. I believe we're seeing second strings in right now.
Yeah, I've seen a number of second stringers in. As Hillman's still a quarterback, though. He's going to do a naked boot out to the right. Nice play call. And picks up big yardage there on second down and 10. Give him 27 on the carry for Hillman. Carry on first down. Couple chances for Tamangi. Doesn't work the first time. Try again. See, picks up. Sorry, that wasn't Tamangi.
I believe we've got a different running back.
That is that Rafe Adams? Was that
number 22 there?
Yeah, Rafe Adams. No, Dre Smith. I apologize. We got two number 22s.
Two number 22s on the roster.
And it was definitely significantly shorter than 6'1". Dre Smith on the carry.
You got little high school Jerome Bettis on the field right now.
Pass over the left side, incomplete, intended for Chase Taylor. So third and long here for the Hawks. I mean, Dre Smith is a specimen.
He is a unit. One of those running backs that's built like a bowling ball.
They have him listed as 5'8", 188. I think they're being generous on the height. But, I mean, dude plays with low pads.
It's hard to tackle those kinds of guys.
Looks like
not sure where his knees stop and his waist begins.
Smith is going to get it again. He's going to go straight ahead through a couple defenders. Big carry on third down. Still pushing the pile close to the line to gain. Give him a gain of 7. So 4th and 1, Lakeland's going to go for it here. I mean, they could kick the field goal, but I think they're just going to try to elect to keep this game moving. Oh, false start.
And plays whistle dead before snap. Ball start on Lakeland. Brings up 4th down and 6.
So going back to the Kendrick conversation, right? They're up 102-0. They were not the unanimous number 1 this week. They've won 4 consecutive state championships, and there was in the media poll, somebody still didn't vote for them for first place. I don't understand.
It sounds like they took that personally.
Good Lord, have mercy. Pass over to the right side, Hillman, incomplete, intended for Siler Bauer. It'll be a turnover on downs. I haven't seen Lakeland turn it over much tonight. That's the second time.
I think they punted, and then that right there.
Yeah.
How many drives have they had? Maybe 9, 10?
A lot.
A lot. Well.
Well, I mean, it feels like a lot of drives, but really they've just been long, sustained drives. Like right there, they took off 4 minutes.
I'd love to see the time of possession for them.
Run over to the right side. That is number 31, Andrew Zazueta. Sorry, Zazueta. Pickup of a couple. And keeper on the read option, knocked out of bounds, is Reese. Close to the line again. He's going to pick up the first down there, pick up a 7. Now they're giving them the first down. So moving the sticks. Reese has been an effective runner since he's come into the ball game. He's going to keep it here, running around the right side, and you have to put a shoulder down and stood toe-to-toe with Siler Bauer before he was knocked out.
Makes 3 yards out of that, looks like.
And a gain of about 7 on that play. Or excuse me, a gain of about 3 on that play. 2nd and 7.
It's like 7. That might be the most generous spot I've ever seen.
Kind of like a little dyslexic with the math.
Dyslexic. Zoeda over the left side, pick up a couple. As we carry under 3.
Third down and 5.
Third down and about 6. Two receivers to the right with the tight end. And chasing down Reese. That's a big play by Nate Bavacqua, the sophomore middle linebacker. Good story about Nate. I started last year as a freshman on varsity football. His dad's one of the assistant coaches. Ended up breaking his neck and ended up in the hospital briefly, but he was, didn't lose function or anything like that. Just still had a broken bone in his neck. He's back playing high school football this year.
You've got to be happy about that. That's always a scary occurrence on a football field. Well, he's playing great tonight. Not looking like a sophomore to me. I would not have guessed.
He's a big body. Just a sophomore.
He's got some years ahead of him then.
Broxton Lukey's going to drop back, but that punt's going to go well over his head. That is a booming punt. That was a monster punt by Brady Navarrete.
Brady Navarrete.
Trying to do the walk-off on that one. That was insane.
Soccer player.
Something. There's soccer season right now. We'll see, but that's a 64-yard punt.
Highlight reel. Send that to some college teams.
Handoff on first down, no gain. Trying to see who that was. Is that Sardina on the carry? Well, I think Lakeland's just going to elect to try to run this one down. They're going to drain the playing clock at a minute 30 left. What a ball game out of this Lakeland Hawk team, man. I tell you what, it's been impressive to watch this defense operate.
There was never much space for those post ball players to run. They had to earn everything, and it showed.
So under a minute left here, 52 seconds of counting. Third down and long. Trying to wait to see that back judge raise his hand. There it is. 5 seconds left. They're going to wait until the last minute to snap that one. They're going to hand it off. Sardina over the right side. Through a tackle. And brought down to the line of scrimmage with 25 seconds left. They don't have to run another play. I think they can just take it to the locker room.
believe that's the
That is it, yeah.
end of a very good night for the Hawks.
Very good night running the ball. Effective passing at times. But an absolute defensive masterpiece for the Lakeland Hawks, shutting down this Post Falls vaunted offense. As Lakeland wins 35-7. We're going to come on back with your IdahoSports.com player of the game coming up right after this. You're watching high school football here on IdahoSports.com.
As Idahoans, we're not afraid to take risks.
All the way, all the way. Good. Go. All the way down, all the way down.
Driving under the influence is not a risk we're willing to take. Be around to do more of what you love.
Today's player of the game brought to you by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety, reminding you to always keep your head in the game, whether you're on the field, on the road, or in the moment, free from distractions. Your IdahoSports.com player of the game. No one there, Griffin Tamangi. He was a monster on the ground. 22 carries, 145 yards, 4 tutties on the board.
Yeah, maybe take the O lineman out for the taco truck and Taco Tuesday on him today.
Yeah, so big monster night for the Lakeland Hawks as Tamangi is your IdahoSports.com player of the game. Lakeland gets the big win at Post Falls. That hasn't happened in a while. I'm going to have to go back and check the stats on that one because it's been a minute. But a great ball game defensively for the Lakeland Hawks. They just absolutely shut down Post Falls and really not much offense
Fit the
for
statistic.
the Trojans.
One more time, less than 9 points average a game.
Yeah, so they're going to lower that down, probably notch it down to 8. So, yeah, I mean, it's good for the average. Bad for the blood pressure if you're Post Falls. So, Lakeland wins 35-7 is your final. For joining me in the booth tonight, I want to thank you guys, but also James Bailey joining me in the booth, running the camera behind the scenes. Yeah, we'll be with you on Wednesday for your North Idaho Prepcast. Once again, Lakeland wins 35-7. Special thanks to Craig Christensen here at Post Falls High School for getting us set up and the hospitality of Post Falls. Lakeland wins. That's the story. We'll book it and write it. We'll catch you on down the road. You listen to high school football here on IdahoSports.com.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems.